Good morning, everyone. This is Darrick Lam, President and CEO of ACC Senior Services. Thank you so much for joining us again today as I'm going to do a cooking demonstration on baked eggs Florentine, which is one of our favorite dishes I enjoy cooking for my family. Now, last time, for those of you who joined us, I did a cooking demonstration on fusion scallops over pasta. And I learned quite a lot, from the process. Number one is I need to be more prepared when, I did the cooking demonstration. Another thing is I was a little bit nervous, if you have not noticed. And so today, I am more relaxed, and because I think I'm more prepared for the demonstration today. So let's move on. So first of all, I'd like to introduce to you the necessary ingredients. So this is really a modified recipe, which I, made for my family. So in the original recipe, we still have spinach, we have eggs, we have butter, we have half and half, we have grated cheese. But what we didn't have in the original recipe was a prosciutto. And I substitute that with cremini mushroom, which I really like to eat. And we also have added additional items, and that's avocado over toast, so as to make this to be a full breakfast. So first of all, I'm going to cook the spinach, and to do that, I already have preheated the pan with low heat, and so I'm going to add some butter right now. Nice. So once the butter is melted, then we can add the spinach to the pan. This, covering the base of the pan, it's about time for me to add the spinach. So this should be enough to fill 4 ramekins, which I have here on my right. Okay. Well, now that the spinach is almost cooked, and you don't want to overcook them, I'm going to turn off the heat, and I put them inside the ramekins. So let's bring the heat back up, and we should set it to medium-low, and then we are going to add another tablespoon of butter. So this time we're also going to add a little bit of olive oil because we're going to cook the mushroom right now. Just a tiny, teeny bit of olive oil. So I really like the flavor of mixing butter with olive oil. And then with that, I'm going to add the sliced cremini mushrooms. It really smells good. And also I'm going to put some black pepper. And then stir the mushroom again. Now you might wonder, if you can use other ingredients, and the answer is absolutely. During the time when I started to learn how to cook, I figured out we need to be creative because it really depends on, number one, what you like to eat, what are your dietary restrictions. Most important of all is, does it taste good, right? So I really like the texture of mushroom. And so that's why I choose mushroom over other ingredients to substitute prosciutto. Now, for those who like prosciutto, yes, please, by all means, use the original recipe. Just let the mushroom cook for a little bit longer. During which time I already have preheated the oven. So it depends on whether you have a regular oven or you have a convection oven. So I just preheat it to 350 if it's a regular oven, but for convection, because you have added power, so you just lower the temperature to 325. So once you preheated that, and once this is done, then we can put the ramekins inside the oven. So let's finish the mushroom first. I really like the sizzling sound, from the bottom of the pan. So it's a part of the joy of really cooking, right? If you like the smell, the taste, the sound, and you like to be creative, I highly encourage you to be like me, especially during COVID. Since I always enjoy dine around town, and I don't have the kind of luxury of going out right now because of the surge in COVID, and so I need to find some ways to satisfy my appetite. Now that the mushrooms are almost cooked, so what I am doing right now is to add some Chardonnay to deglaze. So it's time to turn off the heat. And I'm going to add the mushroom to the ramekins. So as a next step, I'm going to add some half and half to each and every one of the ramekins. So about 2 spoonfuls of that. And now we are going to crack an egg and put inside each ramekin. So before we put the ramekins inside the oven, I'm going to add a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese. Okay. So let's now bring the baking sheet to the oven. So if you recall, this has been preheated at 325 because it's a convection oven. So we're going to wait for about 12 to 15 minutes, and then we are going to serve them. So the ramekins have been placed inside the oven for about 12 to 30 minutes, and it's time to check. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of basil on top. I put 4 slices of toast into the toaster. So I'm going to cut them into halves. And then so everyone, this is the finished product for the baked eggs Florentine with avocado over toast. So I hope you enjoy the cooking demonstration, and I look forward to hearing your feedback on how I did it. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.